Yo, yo, P4P Sports Entertainment. Hit that like button, comment below, share, do all of that right now. I greatly appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the new support, all the new subscribers. Everybody support everybody. Support who supports you. With that being said, hit that like button, little thumbs up icon at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and tap that. And while you at it, subscribe to the channel for all things sports entertainment related. Um, I'm gonna get right to it like I usually do. It's your host, F. Merritt. I just figure I want to just go ahead and do this live today. There's a lot of boxing news, things happening in MMA going on. We're going to start off with Conor McGregor and Usman. First of all, great fight. Second of all, I think all of this, I think the fight plays out and it will all be determined on which McGregor shows up. Obviously, McGregor has his hands tied up. He's in a trilogy with Portier, and it's gonna be I don't know what he's gonna do. If he loses that fight, it's over. It's over. So he got stopped his last fight. He didn't look himself. He wasn't, on his toes. He wasn't controlling the distance, and he just I don't know. It was something that was off. Like the star is starting to diminish. You know, that's just how I feel. I feel like the star is his it factor is kind of, like back in a couple years ago, right? I'm gonna use it for example. A couple years ago, guys would just look at McGregor and be like, I don't know, it's just he's got the it factor. It's something about him. Even when they're in the octagon with him, it's like, oh God, I gotta watch out for this, and he's so good. And flip it to now, we're not scared of him anymore. We know what his style is. We know what he likes to do. We know what he doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't do the little things that really would give him the edge. Like I said, bouncing on his toes, staying quick on his feet, controlling distance. You know what I'm saying? He's not really doing that. I noticed that in the last fight. I don't know, and hear me out. I don't know if Nate took something out of him. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather took something out of him. I don't know if the money took something out of him. It's hard. It was a Marvin Hagler said it the best. It's hard to get up. It's hard to get out the bed when you're sleeping on silk sheets. R.I.P. to Marvin Hagler. It's hard to stay hungry. It's hard to keep that eye of the tiger when everything that you've worked so hard to get, you've got it. You got it. You got the whiskey popping off. You making $30-40 million a fight whenever you do fight. You know, around the world, you feel untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Your family is healthy. Everybody's doing good. As opposed to before when you were coming up, when, man, I got to fight to get this money, and, I'm struggling and I'm hungry. I want to learn as much as possible with this game. Things change when you get older. That's what made Floyd and other, I'm just using Floyd for example, guys that can fight at the highest level and still maintain that same hunger. Because obviously it's about money, but it's about legacy. McGregor has a great legacy. Usman is building his legacy. Usman, I don't see any weaknesses in him. He can wrestle with you. Obviously, he's just displayed that he has one punch knockout power against Monsterdov. He has a stiff, strong jab. Strong jab. He's patient. He can slug it out with you however you want to do it. He can make it a boring fight. He can make it an exciting fight. And 170, he looks good at 170. McGregor, I think how many times has he fought? I think he fought one time against Cowboy Cerrone at 170. It might have been no. I think the second was the second. No, the first fight against Nate was that at 170 as well. I'm not sure, but whew, I don't know. I think this has been building for a minute. To be honest with you, this fight has been building for a minute. It's little things that Usman's been doing, man. Doing McGregor's walk, saying little stuff in the press conferences, throwing little jabs. He's been preparing for this. He wants this. He wants this fight. He wants to be another guy to stop McGregor. He wants to take his shine. He wants the money that's going to come with him. And guess what? He deserves it. Because right now, he's running 170, baby. He's running 170. Straight up. Usman, I see Usman ending McGregor in 3. I'll give McGregor 3. Either 3 or 4. He's ending him. Straight up. But yeah, man, check out my previous video of Usman and Conor McGregor going back and forth on Twitter. Check that out. I think it's a great fight. I think it's a fan-friendly fight, but McGregor's got to handle his business first, and then we can see what happens. You know, that's what that. Oh, also, someone that was in attendance at UFC 261 in Jacksonville, Florida, I noticed while I was there. Was it Nick Diaz? Nick Diaz was in the building, people. I'm sure everyone saw it. But also, from what Daniel Cormier said that Nick Diaz and Dana White had a meeting, and the meeting went well. He wants to come back. He's coming back. I don't think he's fought in 5 years. Who could he fight? Jorge Masvidal. This is according to Daniel Cormier. He threw out a couple names: Robbie Lawler, maybe Jorge Masvidal. It's got to be something exciting. Now the question is, how much does Nick have left in the tank? You know what I'm saying? It's got to be an exciting fight. I want to see him fight. I knew it was him as soon as he walked in the building. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? Like I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, in Jacksonville, like okay. So when he walked in the building, I'm like, oh yeah, he's coming back. He's not just gonna pop up in a fight like that. Like he's coming back. So I think him and Jorge Masvidal is a great fight. It really is. You don't even need a belt. You don't need a title. That trash talk, especially Jorge Masvidal coming off of a loss, but his first knockout loss will make a very interesting fight. That would be very interesting. It'd be a great fight for the fans, fan-friendly, pay-per-view, spectacle, get his money. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got? Let's jump over to boxing. We'll come back to MMA, but let's jump over to boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Bud Crawford. That fight was supposed to be happening over in the Middle East, right? And supposedly, one of the Middle Eastern people that put the money up has backed out of the deal. So now we don't have a fight. Now, Manny Pacquiao, this is alleged, this is a rumor. He allegedly wants to make a fight with Errol Spence. And Errol Spence has reportedly turned it down, allegedly. If that's true, I don't have a problem with it. Because Errol Spence wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao, 2 years ago? Right after the fight with Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao got in the ring, and Errol Spence asked him, hey, I want to fight you, blah, blah, blah. We could have had a unified fight. But now Manny Pacquiao just got stripped of his belt, his WBA belt. He doesn't have an opponent. He doesn't have a belt. Errol Spence has 2 belts in the IBF and the WBC. And now Manny Pacquiao's over here asking Errol Spence, no, stay back over there. You didn't want to fight me when you had a belt. Now you want to fight me when you don't have a belt. No, I'm good on that. Not to mention the games that and this is all respect to Manny Pacquiao is a legend, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer. But at the same time, dude, you have been in the way. The goal of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence has been they want to fight for undisputed. You had a belt. The WBA had to strip you. They had to strip you of your belt because you didn't want to fight anybody. Now, I know him and his team have supposedly appealed and are trying to get the belt back, but no, I'm good. Get out the way because you just want to have the belt and hold it. And we got things to do in boxing. Unlike the MMA and UFC, they got 1 belt per division, okay? Boxing, it's like 4 major sanctioning bodies, but nowadays it's like 57 belts. Everybody got a belt. Everybody's a world champion. Matter of fact, they just sent me a belt in an email last week, all right? I'm a 3-time YouTube champion. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. Boxing is just, God, everybody's got a belt. But the goal is to become undisputed, collect all the belts. So if you got one dude that has a belt, like I said before, you have 4 major sanctioning bodies, 4 major belts. The goal is to get those 4 belts to become undisputed. Okay? But if you got somebody that has a belt And one fighter's like, oh, I want to fight him and I want to collect the belts. But the other guy's like, no, I don't want to fight you. Now you sitting there looking crazy. Now this guy's in the way. One thing with boxing, if these guys don't want to fight each other, they're not going to fight each other. And that's what frustrates a lot of boxing fans. That's why I'm kind of moving a little bit over to MMA. I've always watched MMA, always had respect just for fighting in general, just the fight game in general. But I'm getting more into MMA as a whole, learning the different styles, the lingo, how to break a fight down a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bear with me on this journey. Ride with me on this journey, man. If you could teach me something, teach me something. I'm willing to learn. Hell, I'll go to the tap out and MMA gyms. I don't even care. I'm just not a fan of all that rolling around and wrestling and shit. But all I'm saying is, I will get up in there too. I don't care. I'll put those 4-ounce gloves on and we can do it. Don't kick me though. I'm sorry. You kick me, man. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to all them kicks and stuff. But nonetheless, I'm just, man, boxing is just crazy. So according to Errol Spence, reportedly, he doesn't want to fight with Manny Pacquiao because guess what? I've already offered you a fight and you turned me down. So now since the tables have turned, now you want to fight. No, I'm good. Stay over there, Pacquiao. Matter of fact, this is coming from me. Man, Pacquiao, just go and retire, bro. You've done enough in the sport of boxing. You don't need to do anything else. There's nothing more for you to do. We're not asking you to do anything else. Your boxing's only 8 division world champion. That's it. You're a Hall of Famer. That's it. Pay-per-view after pay-per-view, great numbers. You've made hundreds of millions of dollars in the sport. You have been featured in one of the biggest fight of all time between you and Floyd Mayweather. Your career is done, bro. You're good. It should be nothing left for you. You're 40, 43, 42, 43 now? Like, you're good. Go sit down, take care of the family, take care of the Philippines. I think you're running for president of the Philippines. Like, just handle your politics, man. It's all respect to you. Now, what's next? We did Nate Diaz. Ryan Garcia. Oh, Lord. Okay, listen. The other day, Ryan Garcia came out on social media, said he's stepping away from fighting a little bit. He's having some mental health issues, and he needs to get his health and his mind right and everything like that. And cool, I support that 100%. That's number one. Number two, I don't. The fan in me, the fan of sport and boxing, the fan of the sport of boxing, is telling me this could be a ploy to get out of the fight because he has a fight scheduled with Fortuna, I believe, in July. Either or June or July, I believe. And Fortuna is probably the biggest, trickiest, toughest fight for Ryan Garcia. Bad style and everything. All the makings of ass whooping. All the makings of a rough, tough fight. And obviously you've seen Ryan Garcia's last fight against Luke Campbell. He got put down in the second round. Now he rallied back and got the job done. Now see, a lot of people sitting there like, oh man, he's trash. I told you. I sat there and said, oh shit, he got dropped. Okay. And he got up and he finished them off. He came back and got the job done. I respect it. He earned my respect. I'm like, oh, he's not a pushover. He has some flaws. Ryan Garcia has some flaws. But at the same time, if you put him down, you're going to have to keep him down. And he's going to fight back. He's got heart. I respect that. Now, what I don't respect is all the trolling outside of the ring. I'm going to fight Gervonta Davis. I'm not fighting anybody else. 5 minutes later, I'm going to fight Manny Pacquiao. This opportunity presented itself. 10 minutes later, oh, well, we're going to be fighting Fortuna. 5 minutes later, oh, well, I'm going to take some time off. Like, no, just shut up. Just shut up. This is what boxing has become. Guys are over here clout chasing. Guys are over here having Twitter beefs and not fighting. See, there's between MMA and boxing. They'll have a Twitter beef. Dana White will step in and be like, hey, let's make the fight. And they'll be like, all right, cool, let's do it. But boxing, they'll have a Twitter beef, and they know damn well neither one of them are going to fight each other. A lot of times I don't even report on it because it's not even real. It's not even real. They're never going to fight each other. Everybody is avoiding everybody. Everybody's trying to find the easiest route to get a belt, hold it, and not be great. That's what today's boxing is. They don't want to take the toughest challenges. And hey, you know what? It's all about business, and that's sad. That's sad because the fans have to suffer because of this. That's sad, man. I don't like it. Ryan Garcia, you did enough trolling, enough Twitter, talking on Twitter, talking on IG, running your mouth, going on Mike Tyson's hot boxing and stuff, saying, you and Tank FaceTiming, saying I'm gonna do this, do that. You said I would fight Devin Haney, and then you have no intention of fighting Devin Haney. This man is a interim champion. He's not even a real champion, okay? Devin Haney, he didn't even have to fight Fortuna, honestly. He could have just fought Devin Haney, who has the belt. But I guarantee you, now watch, I'm going to say this. I guarantee you, as soon as Devin Haney moves up to 140 and that belt becomes available, watch Ryan Garcia be like, oh, I'm better now, guys. Watch, man. God, this is sad, bro. This is the sport of boxing. This is the fight game when it comes to boxing. Whole bunch of maneuvering, moving, trolling, crying, whining, ducking, dodging. That's boxing today. That is today's boxing, and it's sad. So when it comes to Ryan Garcia, hey, if everything that you say is happening to you as far as your mental health, hey, I pray nothing for the best. I just hope nothing but the best for you. That's it. I want nothing but the best for you. But if you're lying, you got to live with that. You're wrong for that, man. This thing is a fan. It's a fan of either MMA or boxing. Is it wrong for the fans to want to expect the fighters to fight? I never understood it. You guys signed up for this occupation, right? You guys picked this career. Sometimes some guys, hey, this is all they got. Okay, cool. But I guarantee they want to be the best. Guarantee they want to make money and become a world champion. And understand, it's things that you got to go through. You want to be the best at your job, you got to bust your ass. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to be the best at your job, you got to bust your ass. No matter where you are, 9 to 5, whatever occupation you got. You want to be the best barber, you got to go to school, learn, or just learn on the job, mess up here and there. You become better, build your clientele, and now you hot. Boxing, you build your clientele by beating the shit out of people. You become the best. You move up the ranks, put the work in. That's what it is. But hey, whatever. That's just me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that a lot of these fighters get mad when the fans who actually support the sport and make sure that you guys are financially, stable and stuff. I didn't know y'all get mad at us for wanting you to actually do what you signed up to do. Okay. That was our fault. Sorry. Whatever. You feel what I'm saying? All respect to anybody that jumps in that ring, octagon, or whatsoever. But hey, this is a job, man. We got things we got to do. How can you ask for us to support you if you're not fighting the best? And then got the nerve to put the stuff on pay-per-view. What? Speaking of pay-per-views, Triller, the new app, whatever, Triller Boxing and all that stuff, they are suing people. They are suing sites, your favorite streaming sites that everybody knows about, that no one speaks about. They're getting sued for putting on fights because Triller is claiming that they lost $100 million at the Jake Paul fight. Right? I think Dana White had issues like that when, what was it? Fight Island, this, that, and the third. A lot of things was going on. Like, they know a lot of people streaming. Hell, Wilder Fury 1. No, I think Wilder Fury 2, I think they said that they lost about what? They had 10 million people illegally streaming it and stuff. So streaming definitely is the issue. But this is how it is nowadays, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're not giving us good value of fights or good product that's gonna make us want to pay for it, why would nobody not want to push that button and get the same pay-per-view quality, 4K, and in the and the sad part is these sites be having the nerve to have a chat on the side of the thing. Oh, that's crazy. The disrespect and nerve, the audacity of some of these websites. They got the nerve to have it in 4K and have a chat on the side at the same time. That's just disrespectful. But hey, man, you guys be on the lookout for Triller with these lawsuits because this is getting serious. I know Showtime. I guarantee you a lot of other promotions, they probably have meetings about that. A lot of other fighting promotions and networks are probably sitting down And they know what sites are out there. Trust me, everybody knows the sites. But nowadays, think about it. You can just go on Facebook, go on Instagram, set your phone up, click the live button, have one person order the fight, and then just get in the chat. And next thing you know, everybody's watching the fight for free. Think about it. Just think about it, people. That's how it is. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the new love, all the new subscribers. Y'all continue to support me, man. I will support you. Love and respect to everybody. Hit the thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen. Support who supports you. With that being said, oh, wait a minute. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button too as well. Help your boy out. You feel me? It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.